A soft lullaby plays a melody of anticipation, the universal song of new life. For centuries, this has been the soundtrack to birth hope, continuity, a future unwritten. We expect a cry, the first sound of consciousness. But what if that first sound was something else? In the hospital, the rhythm is steady, the beep of the monitor, the mother's focused breaths, the staff's whispers. Every element is accounted for until the unexpected happens. The final push, a collective breath held. The world narrows to this moment. The doctor's hands are ready. The mother's heart pounds. This is the precipice of the known. A new life about to cross the threshold. But then, the melody breaks. The expected cry never comes. Instead, a profound silence descends. The beeping fades, every heartbeat a thunderclap. In this unsettling quiet, the impossible enters. The lullaby ends, and a stranger song is about to begin. The words hang in the air, impossibly real. The doctor freezes. Nurses stare. The heart monitor beeps on. Elena stares at her son, mind reeling. A newborn, whose brain should not form language, has spoken a sentence. The shock radiates outward. For centuries, we believed language is learned, not innate. This event suggests otherwise, a consciousness present from the first breath. The implications are staggering. Where does consciousness truly begin? The mystery deepens. The baby is born. A boy, perfect, resting in the doctor's hands. His eyes, deep blue and startlingly clear, seem to observe the world. The medical team waits for the cry, the gasp, the flailing limbs. Silence stretches, concern flickers. The mother, Elena, props herself up, fear in her eyes. In this suspended moment, the event occurs. From the newborn's mouth, a sound emerges. Not a cry, but a word.
I spent 9 months imagining that first moment. Every kick, every flutter, every sleepless night was filled with dreams of holding him in my arms. I pictured his tiny fingers, his soft skin, the way he would look at me. I imagined a perfect, ordinary beginning. His cry, a sound I had longed to hear for so long. It was the first sign of life, the first confirmation that he was here, that he was real. It was music to my ears, a symphony of new beginnings. His face so small, so perfect, so innocent. I memorized every detail, every curve, every line. It was a face I knew I would never forget, a face that would forever be etched in my heart. The relief, the overwhelming, all-encompassing relief that he was finally here, safe and sound. The pain of childbirth faded into insignificance, replaced by an immense wave of love and gratitude. But when silence came, my heart stopped. The monitors flatlined, the room fell still, and a cold dread washed over me. It was a silence that screamed louder than any cry, a silence that threatened to shatter everything. I thought the worst, the unspeakable, but then I saw his eyes flickering open, focused, knowing. Not the unfocused gaze of a newborn, but a deep, penetrating stare that seemed to see right through me. It was an unnerving, unsettling awareness. And then he spoke. Not a gurgle or a coo, but a clear, articulate voice. "Hello, Mom." The words hung in the air, heavy with impossible meaning. It wasn't a dream or a hallucination brought on by exhaustion and pain. It was real, undeniably, impossibly real. The sound of his voice is burned into my memory, an echo that replays in my mind over and over. Beautiful and terrifying, a paradox I can't reconcile. In that second, everything changed. The world tilted on its axis, and the laws of nature seemed to bend and break. He was something else. A mystery wrapped in an enigma, a question mark in a tiny human form. The doctors were frozen, their faces masks of disbelief and confusion. They exchanged glances, searching for an explanation, a rational answer to the impossible. I felt love and fear at once, a mother's instinct warring with a primal sense of unease. Who was he? What was he? Where did this knowledge come from? This ancient wisdom in a newborn's eyes? It made me question everything about life and souls, about the nature of reality itself. Was he a reincarnation? A visitor? Something entirely new? People ask if I was scared of him. Never. My love for him is unconditional, unwavering. But I am scared of what it means, of the implications of the unknown future that awaits us. He's just a baby now, innocent and vulnerable, sleeps peacefully, oblivious to the storm raging inside my mind, eats contentedly, unaware of the extraordinary circumstances surrounding his birth, needs me, and I will protect him with every fiber of my being. He hasn't spoken since that day, that single, earth-shattering utterance. It's like the door opened and closed, a fleeting glimpse into something beyond our comprehension. But I know what I heard. I will never doubt it. The doctor and nurses heard it too. They may try to deny it, to rationalize it, but they know the truth. Now I live with this secret, this miracle, this burden. I look into his eyes and wonder, searching for answers in their depths. Who is in there? What secrets do you hold? What else do you know, my son? What is your purpose? The impossible truth lingers, a constant reminder that nothing will ever be the same.
I've delivered thousands of babies over the course of my career. Each birth is a unique miracle, a testament to the incredible complexity of life. I thought I'd seen everything that a delivery room could possibly throw at me. Every possible complication, every unexpected turn. I was confident in my experience. We know through decades of research that a newborn's brain isn't wired for language. The neural pathways simply aren't developed enough at that stage. It's a biological impossibility. According to everything we understand about human development, the science is clear, the data is irrefutable. When Noah was born, the silence in the room was palpable. It wasn't the usual post-delivery quiet. It was different, heavier. The silence worried me. I checked his airways, standard procedure of course, making sure he was breathing, that everything was functioning as it should. But his eyes were focused, intensely so, not the unfocused gaze of a newborn, but a clear, deliberate stare. That was the first anomaly, the first sign that something was profoundly different about this child. It was unsettling. Then, impossibly, he spoke. Not a cry, not a gurgle, but distinct, articulate words. I've replayed that moment 1,000 times in my mind, trying to make sense of it, searching for any logical explanation. It wasn't a random noise, a fluke of vocalization. There was intention behind it, a clear purpose. It was language, coherent and understandable, coming from a being that shouldn't have possessed the capacity for it. As a scientist, I look for evidence, repeatable phenomena, verifiable data. That's the foundation of my practice. But this was singular, unexplainable by any known scientific principle. It defied everything I knew to be true. My professional foundation was shaken to its core. The very principles I relied on were suddenly in question. How do you report this in a medical chart? How do you even begin to document something so extraordinary? Healthy baby greeted mother verbally. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? It sounds like madness, the ramblings of someone detached from reality. We ran every test imaginable. Brain scans to assess neurological function, genetics to look for any anomalies in his DNA. All normal. Every single test came back within the expected parameters. I'm caught between the rigid framework of science and the vast uncharted territory of the unknown. No data supports a hidden mutation, no genetic marker to explain this phenomenon, or leap in development that could account for such advanced cognitive abilities at birth. The nurses who witnessed it are as certain as I am about what we heard and saw. We all experienced the same impossible event. It forced me to confront, in a very real and humbling way, the limits of my knowledge, the boundaries of what we currently understand about the human mind and its potential. Science seeks to understand the universe's rules, to codify and explain the natural world. But what happens when the universe breaks them, when reality defies our carefully constructed models? Sometimes, the rules aren't enough to explain what we observe. Sometimes, we have to accept that there are things beyond our current comprehension. The mystery remains, a profound and unsettling question mark, hanging over everything I thought I knew.
To grasp the impossibility, consider the science of a baby's first cry. Birth is a violent transition. Lungs fill with air. The first cry is pure reflex, not thought. The newborn brain is unfinished. Language areas are years from maturity. Language is learned, not innate. The idea of a newborn with language pre-installed is unthinkable. Some theorize about genetic memory or sudden evolution, but these are fringe ideas. Science, in this case, finds itself at a dead end. Theories sound more like science fiction than fact.
Consider children who recall past lives, cases documented though dismissed by mainstream science. Could Noah be the most dramatic example? A soul not yet veiled by infancy? The silence after his words becomes even more mysterious.
This explanation, impossible to prove, resonates with the idea that consciousness precedes the brain.
Many traditions speak of reincarnation souls returning, not blank slates, but old souls. Could Noah's first words be a remnant of a past life? If his mind was that of a previous existence, his greeting takes on new meaning, a soul recognizing its mother.
When science fails, humanity turns to the paranormal.
Science could show us the what but not the how. The anomaly was real, the conclusion impossible, a ghost in the machine.
The discovery deepened the mystery. The activity was there, but the developmental process was absent.
Even asleep, his brain was a storm of activity, especially in language and cognition areas. In a typical newborn, these regions are dormant. Noah's scans looked like those of a lucid dreamer or an adult deep in thought.
Structurally, Noah's brain was perfect, but the scans revealed something else.
We used advanced fMRI scans searching for abnormalities.
After Noah's birth, Dr. Thorne's team ran every test, focusing on the brain. The fMRI activity could be the signature of this connection. If true, Noah is a messenger of human potential.
Perhaps birth created a temporary conduit, opening a door to a new level of reality.
This theory bridges science and mysticism, a neural connection to a data field.
Noah's "Hello, Mom" might have been borrowed from the vast ocean of human expression.
Imagine a consciousness able to tap into a collective source of knowledge.
Our world is flooded with information. Could evolution be adapting in ways we never expected?
What if Noah isn't a memory of the past, but a glimpse of the future? Today, Noah is a happy toddler, full of boundless energy and a contagious laugh. He explores the world with wide-eyed wonder, just like any other child his age. He's just beginning to speak simple words, piecing together the language that surrounds him, learning to communicate his needs and desires. Each new word is a small victory, a step further into understanding the world. There's no trace of the impossible articulation from his birth, no lingering sign of the complex sentences he once uttered. It's as if that moment was a dream, a fleeting glimpse into something extraordinary. To the world, he's a normal boy, indistinguishable from his peers. He plays, he learns, he grows, experiencing the joys and challenges of childhood. Only a few know the secret, the extraordinary event that marked his arrival into the world. They carry the weight of this knowledge, wondering about its implications. The story leaves us with profound questions, questions that linger long after the details fade. It challenges our understanding of what's possible and what remains unknown. Was he an old soul, a being with wisdom beyond his years, somehow inhabiting a young body? Or was it a genetic miracle, a unique combination of DNA that unlocked hidden potential within the human genome? Or perhaps he was a conduit to a new consciousness, a bridge between our world and something beyond our comprehension, a glimpse into the future of human evolution. He is a living paradox, a question mark in a child's smile, a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries we may never fully unravel. His existence challenges our preconceived notions of reality. We search for answers, driven by our innate curiosity and desire to understand the world around us. We seek explanations, hoping to find logic and reason in the face of the inexplicable. Believing every mystery can be solved, that with enough effort and ingenuity, we can piece together the fragments of truth and reveal the complete picture. But perhaps some events are meant to remain mysteries, enigmas that defy explanation, forcing us to confront the limits of our knowledge. To be experienced, not explained, to be felt and pondered, rather than dissected and analyzed. Some things are best left to the realm of wonder and awe. The story ends with you, the listener, left to contemplate the possibilities and draw your own conclusions. What else do we not know? What other secrets lie hidden beneath the surface of our reality, waiting to be discovered? What impossibilities wait beyond our perception? What wonders and terrors exist just beyond the veil of our understanding? The lullaby of certainty is interrupted, the comfortable illusion of complete knowledge shattered by the intrusion of the unknown. A new, mysterious music plays, a symphony of the unexplained, inviting us to explore the uncharted territories of existence. We are left to listen to the whispers of the universe, to the echoes of the extraordinary, to the silent language of the unknown. And to wonder what other words are waiting to be spoken, what other stories are waiting to be told, what other truths are waiting to be revealed. The greatest question is not who Noah is, but what he represents, what his existence signifies for our understanding of reality, but what he means for all of us, for the future of humanity, for our place in the vast and enigmatic cosmos. What does Noah's story tell us about the potential that lies dormant within us all?